Hi there, friends. My name is Tess and I work for the York County Library in South Carolina. Thank you for joining me today for our very first Fables and Folds. And this is Pete the cat who's going to be looking after our project today. Alrighty, so today we are going to make an Origami Rabbit, and then afterwards I have some children's books featuring some fabulous rabbit characters or books about rabbits that I will share with you that you can check your local library for. Alrighty, let's get started. So first, we're going to start with our square sheet of paper. This is a 6x6 and I find it to be the best size, but you know, whatever you have will be perfect. So first we're going to start by folding this in half, and we're going to do our best to line up our corners. Perfect. And once we unfold that, we're going to fold in our side to that crease that we just made in the middle. And then bring the other side to meet in the middle as well. Perfect. Now we're going to unfold, and we are going to do the same thing going the other way. Awesome. Unfold that. And again, we're going to fold in our sides to meet in the middle at that crease. All right, so once we've done that, we should have this nice checkerboard looking pattern, and we will have 3 creases going each way. So from here, we are going to fold our bottom corner up to meet our top. Again, doing our best to line up our corners, but if it's a little off, that's okay. Unfold, and then we're going to do the same thing going the other way. Alrighty, so from here we're going to unfold that, and we're going to look at our square sheet of paper again. Now, following these creases that we made on the outside, we're going to fold that back in so it kind of looks like a letter. Okay, now this part can be a little tricky. I find it's easier to hold just right here with my fingernail. So right along this bottom crease right here, you can see there's kind of a flap right here. So what we're gonna do is kind of lift that flap up and push this corner in towards the middle, and then push it flat, and it creates a triangle. Perfect, and we're gonna do the same thing with the other side. Again, it's gonna bend right along that crease. So here's our little flap. We're gonna push this part in. Ooh, you might have to work with it a little. Sometimes it can be a little wonky. Mine's a little wonky, but that's okay. And press it flat. All right, so here's what we have right now. Now what we're going to do is we're gonna flip over our piece of paper, and right along this crease right here, separating our triangle from our rectangle, we are going to fold and flip over that diamond we just made and press it flat just like that. All right, awesome. So once we folded over that diamond we just made, we're now gonna flip it back over to the other side where there's just this one crease. And we are going to turn on its side here, and we're gonna bend this corner towards that middle right there and then smooth it out. So we're gonna fold, doing our best to keep this nice and sharp at the top. And then smooth that down. Alrighty, we're gonna do the other side. Again, it really looks like a paper airplane at this stage. But soon will be a beautiful bunny rabbit. Okay, perfect. So this is what we've got on one side and the other. So now what we're going to do is right here where this crease is, we are going to fold and flip again and press nice and flat. Make sure all of our folds have been pressed very tightly. Alrighty, and these are going to be our 2 bunny ears eventually. Alright, so now if you turn it back over, we are going to fold this point just about halfway down to about right here. So I'll do that now. Just a little pinch. Perfect. And now what we're going to do is we are going to fold this in half along the middle, right there. So on this side, it's easy because our paper is already creased right there. So we're just gonna fold it in half. And press. Perfect. Okay, now this next part is a little funky. So we are going to grab right here on this corner with our 2 fingers. And then with our other hand, we're gonna grab these 2 pointy parts right here. These are our ears. So we're gonna grab those, alrighty? And then we're gonna pull up just a little. It's kind of like our bunny was slouching and we're just helping him sit up straight. So again, it looks like this. You grab your 2 bunny ears, hold your piece of paper in hand, and just pull up a little bit, and you'll see that he sits up straight, and then we're just gonna fold to hold it in place. That's perfect. That's what our bunny looks like right now. All right, so this next step, we still have a crease right here down the middle of our bunny's body, and we are going to fold this in half, but we're gonna fold it at an angle so it doesn't line up. And we're gonna go just a little bit past that crease that's already there. Now, there we go. Oh, my cat's making some funny noises. Okay, there we go. That's what that looks like. So then we unfold that. All right. Now this is the hardest part coming up right here. So if you need to play back the video or pause it to take it a little slower, that's okay. So if we look at the back of our bunny, we've got all these folds back here, okay? So what we need to do is pinch right here on the back where that crease we just made is, and we are going to fold this part in and tuck it underneath. So if we keep folding it, you might have to play with it a little to get the paper to fold inwards, and then push it under. And it should fall into place since we've already folded once along this line. Okay, and that's what our bunny should look like. And you've just tucked that up underneath there. Alrighty. Now just a few more steps. You can see that our bunny is coming together nicely. So what we're gonna do is we're now going to take this corner down here from that part that we just folded in, and we're gonna pull it out, but just about halfway. Okay? You might have to play with it a little bit. So we're pulling that out about halfway, and then we're gonna fold. I'm gonna try and fold it so that his feet are nice and pointy, and then just fold right there. So there's a fold within a fold. Lots of folds within folds here. Perfect. Alrighty, so the last finishing touches for our bunny, right here along the bunny's back, you can see that there is a sharp angle. So what I'm going to do just to smooth that out a little bit is I'm going to fold just the corner of that in, like so, and unfold it. I'm going to do the same thing I just did in order to make the rabbit's feet down here. So I'm going to open up the back just a little. I'm going to push that corner inside and then fold it back up. I'm just going to tuck it in there and hide it away. And then that smooths the rabbit's back out a little bit. And there we go. So now I'm going to just go ahead and fold his ears so that we can make them a little bit more defined. So I'm going to fold this one ear down, and I'm going to fold the other side. Press that. So now he looks like a bunny with nice floppy ears. And then I'm just going to mess with him a little bit, kind of get him to stand up like that. And then right here in these folds, I'm just going to put my finger in there, kind of mess with it a little, to make it look like an actual ear. So I'm gonna do it on this side. Just slide my finger in there. Kind of just move it around a little, open that up a little bit so that they look like ears. Look at that. And there is our bunny rabbit. So if you want, you can add a little face. So I'm going to just put an eye for my rabbit. Can decorate them however you want. We'll color in the nose just a tiny bit. And there you have it. Your little bunny rabbit. And they can stand up if you want. And you can play with them. Hop, hop, hop. There we go. Now that we all have our rabbit friends, I have some book recommendations for you. So you can head to your local library, and if you need help finding any materials, you can always ask the librarians working the desk and they would be happy to help you. So here are some of my favorites. We have A Little Bit Brave, Little White Rabbit, Wee Little Bunny, Hungry Rabbit, The Velveteen Rabbit, Runaway Bunny, and my favorite, The Tale of Peter Rabbit. You can also check your nonfiction section if you would like books with facts about rabbits. If you're interested in learning more about origami, you can also check the nonfiction section for these books as well. Thanks again for joining me today for our first Fables and Folds, and I hope to see you again for the next fun creation. Bye, friends!